What do y'all think of when you hear St. Petersburg, Florida? Do you think of beaches, sunscreen, sunburns, fishing, bikinis? All of that is true. But what if I told you that there is a story here that is so tragic, so horrendous, and it's all accredited to one bridge here in the state of Florida? And that bridge is the Sunshine Skyway. It's the tallest bridge in Florida, and a bridge that would experience a terrible collapse on one stormy, foggy morning. If you are local to the area like myself, then I'm sure you grew up hearing the stories of this tragedy, and you also know that this bridge is known as On the morning of May 9th, 1980, the MV Summit Venture collided with one of the support beams of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge during a severe storm. Damage from the freighter's collision, a 1,200-foot section of the bridge fell into the deep waters of Tampa Bay. The chaos that followed would shake an entire community. 6 cars, a truck, and also a Greyhound bus all fell into the deep waters of Tampa Bay. Tragically, 35 people would lose their lives in this horrific accident. An accident that was caused by the freighter ship's radar system not functioning properly because of the extreme weather of that fateful morning. The low visibility from the storm and fog, lowering the visibility even more, will lead to the morning rush hour traffic to be completely oblivious to the fact that a large section of bridge was completely missing. A new bridge will be completed in 1987, and the remnants of the old bridge will be repurposed into a fishing bridge. Now let me think, with such a tragic event taking place, and 35 people tragically losing their lives here, you have to wonder, is this place haunted? There have been many accounts of a ghostly hitchhiker being picked up by passing motorists, only have disappeared once the motorist has reached the other side of the bridge. Fishermen have seen a floating, ghostly Greyhound bus hovering over the water late at night while fishing on the old bridge. The Skyway is also known as it is nationally ranked as the number 4 bridge in the entire nation. It has the most. Even today, motorists have an eerie feeling while driving on the bridge, and some have heard the screams that seemingly come from underneath the bridge as they pass over. Now I wonder, is the Skyway the most haunted bridge in the US? And tonight, we will try and solve this mystery and come one step closer to solving the mysterious ghostly accounts that are experienced by the locals of the Tampa Bay area. Are you ready? Let's go. Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Man vs. Ghosts. And I'm out here on the old fishing bridge, which is actually the old Skyway Bridge, where it collapsed May 9th, 1980. And you're wondering, Jared, why are you on a fishing bridge? I thought this is Man vs. Ghosts. Well, there have been countless claims of ghosts, apparitions, even right behind me, a Greyhound bus, a ghostly Greyhound bus that floats over the waters. And there's also been times where people have heard screams. And I know that because I'm one of those people. Right out here. I used to come out here when I was a kid all the time with my dad, and we would fish. And there was one night I did hear a scream right out here. And what's weird is there wasn't any boat. And if you've been out here at Skyway, you know that it's kind of well lit. There's lights all around this pier. So you can see out into the water a little bit. Not just that, but there's so much light pollution from the city as well that you would see a boat goes out there. But here it is behind me. Kind of hard to see. See if I can get in there. She's all well lit up. So we're gonna do a little investigation tonight. Maybe do a little voice recorder. I think I got the ghost tube I can pull out. I also got the pups with me as well, so You want to say hi to them real quick? Here we go. Da-da-da-da. There she is. There's the nappy girl. There's the youngin'. Well, she ain't young, but there's the big boy in there. He's doing a lot better. I don't know if y'all remember from the last update where we got in the car wreck and he got thrown from the vehicle. He's doing really good. He's completely normal again, so what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and just kind of listen. It is kind of active out here tonight, so you might have to go to a secluded part of the bridge to see if maybe we can put the recorder on and see if we can get any voices. But right now I'm just going to kind of walk y'all around, kind of show y'all the bridge. It's pretty straightforward. It is just a fishing bridge. But what's cool is not this top part, but the bottom support structures are actually part of the old bridge. So if anywhere is going to be haunted, it's going to be this fishing bridge. And there is another segment to the north. Most of it out here in the center, I think it was about 1,200 feet of bridge went down to the bottom of the Tampa Bay. So all that concrete and metal is down there at the bottom of the bay right now. What's also cool is we got us a full moon out here tonight. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, got full moon, got a well-lit Skyway Bridge. That's the new guy. He's much taller, and he has a lot more safety measures in place. He's got like these ballast and these bumpers. They're called dolphin bumpers. Keep boats from even getting close to hitting the bridge. So they really did a good job when they did the new one. So let's do a little walk around real quick. And maybe we can ask some people if they've had any experiences out here. So I apologize for the intro video. I didn't realize that my mic was only set to mono. That's why it sounds kind of like I'm in an echoed room. But I figured out how to put it on 2-channel stereo, so it should sound better for this portion. I'm just out here listening. Kind of hard to hear or see anything out here, but let me pull my flashlight out maybe. I don't know, I think my flashlight isn't wanting to work too good. There it goes. So yeah, you're not going to be able to see that. That's okay. So this here, it's like a rest area. And then over here, behind on the right, is one of the bait shops. So I got a real infamous story of coming out here with my dad when I was a kid. And I was all excited, got this brand new pole. My first cast out, and I threw the whole pole. I just let go of it. It flew over the edge.
Oh my God! Wow!
I'm crying, yelling and screaming, being a little brat.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
So my dad had to come down to the bait shop, and the only poles they had were like high dollar ones. So I got me a high dollar one out of it. And I apologize if it's windy. It is windy out here. We're open water out here, so there's really nothing to block the wind. I'm going to take y'all down to a more secluded area of the bridge, so I'll see y'all in just a second. Yeah. Alright, y'all, and we're back. I'm going to kind of duck down right here. That's going to keep the wind from hitting the mic. See the babies back there? So what we're gonna do, I typically don't like using the apps, but honestly this is kind of the perfect situation to use an app, because there is a building to walk through where you can hear noises. I mean, we're on the water. So I am going to set my voice recorder out as well. So let me make sure that I put that on. And like always, Tascam is the way to go. DR60s are a no-go. So I'm hitting record. Now, recording session number 1, Skyway Bridge. And then I'm also going to put on the ghost tube over here. We're going to make a special exception using the ghost tube. I got this new phone like 2 weeks ago, and it is just a piece of crap. I don't know if anyone else has a TCL phone, but it is not good. So, ghost tube going on. We're just going to see if maybe I can get some answers that'll lead me on my questionings. Because sometimes ghost tube it does seem like it's pretty spot on. Which still kind of blows my mind, because I don't understand the science behind an app talking to ghosts or allowing ghosts to talk. I don't fucking know. Alright, so ghost tube is rocking and rolling. What do y'all think about this new camera? For all you 4Kers out there. I don't have a 4K monitor yet. I got kind of gypped because when I bought my new laptop, it said it was 4K, but come to find out it's only 4K output. So it means I have to get a 4K monitor. But got the ghost tube rocking and rolling. Hasn't said anything out here yet. So we're going to let it do its thing. But okay, so let's go over. I know in the beginning of the video, I gave you all a little bit of history on what happened here. And this bridge collapse here in this community, it was the first time that anything like that had been seen here in the Tampa Bay area. So on the morning of May 9th, 1980, it was very stormy, it was foggy, so visibility was pretty much non-existent. And the freighter that was passing through the channel there under the bridge, their radar had been knocked out from the storm. So really, they were just flying blind. But by the time it was too late and the captain saw the bridge coming up ahead, I mean, once a freighter's moving, it takes a while for it to get it stopped. So he dropped anchors. He did all he could to try and get it to stop. But it didn't. So it just crashed right into one of the support beams. And like I said, 1,200 feet of bridge came crumbling down. And what was wild is it was during morning rush hour traffic. What you crying for? So you got to think low visibility, bad weather, Florida drivers, even in the 80s, morning rush hour traffic. So by the time, a few vehicles had dropped over the edge, there was a civilian person who was driving. He stopped and he got out. He started waving people like, don't go, don't go. And some people weren't listening. Finally, they got the message. And that's the tragedy that happened. And if you're from this area, you know about it. You've heard about it. And I like to do these kinds of videos too, because it sheds a light on, local community-sized tragedies that, more people should know about. The St. Pete Bridge collapse, the Sunshine Skyway, that made national news. And honestly, from here in Florida's perspective, it changed how they built bridges. That was the bridge collapse that completely revolutionized the code when it came to building bridges in the area. And what's cool is nationally, they follow that same code now from this bridge collapsing. And now this bridge is also nationally ranked. I think it's number 4 as being the most unalived. Yeah, that's the word I'm going to use. Unalived bridge. There have been over 300 people that have unalived themselves from this bridge. And what's crazy is if you drive over the bridge, there are actual hotline phones, which is cool. And there's a 10-foot fence now that keeps people from wanting to climb over. You know what's wild? Is GhostTube hasn't said a darn thing. That's kind of weird. Usually it says something. Very, very strange. So, that's pretty cool. Almost makes me start to think that maybe like in areas where it's not spiritually active, it stays quiet. I don't know. But we are going to go... Ooh, I just stepped on something crunchy. If you never stepped on weird things in the dark, like crunchy things or slimy things, to me, that's like tops the list as being the worst. We might go down to the actual shoreline and walk the mangroves. But to me, this kind of made more sense to come here. Because this is part of the old bridge. So to me, this would be the haunted part. What do y'all think? You think we should go down? Go down to the mangroves? Huh? Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Look at them blue eyes. Are you driving over there? Yeah, he's in the driver's seat. What are you doing? You just hanging out? Huh? You just hanging out? So, GhostTube hasn't said a darn thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to walk away from this recorder. That way I can get some audio with me just not sitting next to it. But we'll bring the GhostTube. Y'all stay, okay? Hey, y'all let me know too in the comment section. Have y'all used this app and you've just never got anything to come through? Because typically I always get something. Oh, it just said very much. Very much. Okay. What are you saying very much to? Hello, I'm Jared. Could you tell me your name? I don't know the names of the people that tragically passed away in that accident, but I do believe that on the Greyhound bus, the youngest person was a child. I think he was almost close to being a baby. And then the eldest was a 92-year-old. So you had the whole span of life on that Greyhound bus. And that's where most of the deaths came from, was the Greyhound bus. There was a truck that went over, and he actually bounced onto the ship. So he didn't die. Thank God he didn't die. So he was able to live the tale of that day. I couldn't even imagine what life would be like after going through that kind of tragedy. You know? Thinking you could have maybe helped the people that went over. You could have noticed sooner and stopped the truck and kind of blocked traffic. You know, that's just how my mind thinks. Is there anything you'd like to tell us? Hey, if y'all ever make it down here, if you're into fishing, this pier is great. And there's a south side, which is my side. No, north side, I'm sorry. North side and south side. I'm on the north side. So it'll be St. Pete side. But I've been coming here since I was a towhead, you know, or cotton, as my papa used to say. Just white hair. Little kid. And we always caught stuff out here. And there was one time we came out and I'm not sure where it was on the bridge, but there was a school of cobia. If y'all know what cobia are, they're fish, but they kind of look like shark when you look at them from top down. And there must have been, 15, 20 of them out here chasing the bait fish and the crab. And as a kid, it was wild to see. Feeding frenzy. And it really sparked my love for fishing. I love to fish. I'm a simple guy. I like doing ghost hunts and fishing. That's it. No, there's a bunch of other stuff I like to do. I like to travel, especially in the West. I like the West. It's beautiful out there. It's like a different planet. You go out to Moab, it's a completely different planet out there. Alright, so it's not saying anything. Cat balls are kind of useless out here because it's all concrete. Slowly. What was I talking about for it to say slowly? Ooh. You want some cooked mussels? Alright, I'm gonna end this guy. Ending session 1. 12 minutes and 33 seconds. So Ghost Tube just said slowly. Doesn't make sense. And that's the proper way to use the apps, y'all. You can't take every single word. I watch these channels and they literally try and make every word fit their narrative. The app could say like grapefruit. And they'll say they'd seen a grapefruit 10 years ago. Like what? Nothing that's coming through connects the dots. So we're going to throw those away. And wait for something better to come through, if it does. So, I'm not sure where people see that Greyhound bus at. I would imagine it's probably closer out that way. But man, that would be trippy to see. Imagine just be driving over the bridge and you look out, you see this hovering, like, shadowy Greyhound bus floating on top of the water. My pants would turn brown, I'm not gonna lie. Then I'd have to change my pants while I'm driving. Oh. Another account is... So this is 275. Can't see it because it's dark, but where that car is. That's 275 south. And this is an account from multiple people. Where they see a hitchhiker on the side of the road. And they stop, pick them up. And by the time they get over to the other side of the bridge, the hitchhiker is evaporated. They're no longer in the vehicle. That's pretty dang wild. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how I deal with that. So coming up in the future, I think June 6th or so, I'm going to be going to the old Hamilton jail in Florida. And then hopefully soon, the old Gilchrist County jail, which is pretty haunted. I think Sam and Colby have been there before. Both of those jails, too. They've both been there. And then I'd like to get up to Brushy Mountain again. I had videos from that place, but my hard drive kind of crashed. So I got to go back so I can make a video for y'all. And I know that place is haunted. So y'all will love that video. Not saying that I'm going to get anything, but it's just a creepy place. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down into the mangroves a little bit. See if there are some spirits out here, maybe they gather over there. If I was a spirit, I wouldn't want to hang out on this bridge all the time. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright guys, so we're down here closer to the beach. This is the mangrove area, which is great fishing down here, by the way. A lot of speckled sea trout. But what's really cool is we got these Australian pines. These are my favorite because they make a sound. Love it.
Wow.
Alright, if there's any spirits down here, if you'd like to communicate, either you can talk or I can put an app, and the theory is that you can manipulate it to talk to me. Yeah, sorry guys that this one isn't action-packed. I like throwing in these hometown haunts in between these big videos. Kind of shed a light on, you know, what's happened here locally, where I grew up. But I am going to do another video probably in the next few days. I'm going to do a local cemetery here. It's the Lincoln Cemetery, and what makes it special is it's an only African American cemetery. So I'd like to go there and in there and show my respects, check it out, and see if there's anybody there with a voice that wants to talk and communicate. Because I'm sure when they were buried there, they probably felt left out. It's just crazy that even in death, they were segregated. It's wild. Blows my mind. So we're going to go check that out too. I'm going to bring y'all with me. But we're going to end this video. I love you guys. If you've tuned in and you've watched it all the way from start to finish, thank you so much. Y'all are the ones that really drive me to keep making these videos, and I'm so thankful for that. Be on the lookout. In June, I'm going to be doing Old Hamilton Jail with my buddy Jason. And hopefully in the next, I don't know, month or two, maybe sooner. It just all depends how work goes. I'm going to go up to Brushy Mountain as well. And I'm trying to look for a few abandoned places here in Florida. So I might have some special goodies for you along the way. But I love you so much. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey. If you make it this far in the video, all the way from start to finish, I love you so much. Thank you for your time. It really means the world to me. Now, if you're brand new to this channel and you've liked the content you watched today, or maybe you saw some of my other videos in the past, please hit that subscribe button. I made it super easy for you. You just go to the bottom right hand corner. There should be a little red box. Click on that and you'll automatically be subscribed. If y'all could also leave me a like and a comment, it'll really help push out my video to new viewers like yourselves, and it would mean the world to me as well. I sure enjoyed making this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one here on Man vs. Ghosts. See ya.